Hola Capricorn Pisces, welcome to your 2020 Sun Moon reading. Keep in mind when you view this is when you're meant to see it. Doesn't matter the time of year. I'm doing these in order of requests in the comments. Be sure to post up your request, and while you're waiting for it to be done, check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings that are still in my playlist. First portion of this reading, we will go over what your traits are for your Sun Moon combination. I will lay out the main cards. We will take a quick look at your 2020. The second portion of this will be the link below to the Vimeo reading, where I'll have a deeper interpretation of the cards with clarifiers. I'll be dividing the year up into 4 separate sectors, so let's see what's going on with your Sun Moon combinations. You guys have a lot of dreams, but the good part is with your Capricorn Sun, you have a way to make them happen, okay? Because you have the practical plan and you have the structure to give your amazing ideas form and make things happen. That's because Capricorns are very into career paths, climbing the corporate ladder, working very hard, and achieving ambitions that they set out for themselves. The good part is, and a good part in regards to this is your sensitive side, your kind side of your Pisces moon is going to stop you from resorting to things that, say, your other Capricorn fellows might resort to, like things that are not ethical, things that are immoral, just so that they can get to the top, okay? So if you go to the top, you're going to do it in a very kind way and a very honorable way, okay? Now, on the outside, you put up a facade that you're very calm and you're cool and collected, maybe even a little bit detached, but inside you're a very emotional being, and you're also very intuitive, okay? So you're more sensitive than your other Capricorn counterparts, and you kind of putting up this front is just protecting your feelings from getting hurt. It's very important for you to make sure that you guard your emotions, because you're very sensitive and you're very vulnerable deep down when it comes to your emotions. Duh, Pisces moon, right? And another thing is that you'll always be sure not to hurt anybody else's feelings. You'll be very kind and very careful with other people's feelings. So you might be a little bit confused and might feel a little guilty at times for no reason. You feel accountability for things that aren't your responsibility at all. You're very considerate, and you feel like you need to take on obligations sometimes that don't even have to be yours, or take responsibilities that don't even have to be yours. Your imagination is very I was going to say optic. That's weird. Very active. You have wonderful ability in practical manners. You're a very good manager. You're well suited for administrative kind of things. And also because you have that people persona about you, that kindness, that sensitivity. So, when it comes to leadership, you aren't like, this A-type personality that's just climbing to the top. You really care about employees. You really care about your colleagues, and you really want to have an understanding of them. You might be drawn to spiritual fields, political fields, artistic fields. You're very businesslike. You're very into economics, because you have very good instincts in regards to this. You are over life, and this is something you should work about. Don't feel guilty about the things that you acquire and the goals that you acquire, especially if there are people around you that are less fortunate than you, because, being successful is no crime, okay? So try not to absorb like other people's moods around you, people's mental issues. That's just going to distract you from your climb and your rise that you kind of need. You do have a need to connect with people on a real emotional level for support. Be really careful of people who are going to take advantage of you. Stay away from people who are going to be harmful to you. You have a tendency to be very aware of the hardships going on in the world in regards to other people, because you are very selfless. And you're very compassionate, and you always want to help people like that. So they hit you a little more home than other people do. It hits you right in your heart. You do get a little bit melancholy, a little bit of a depressive view, and sometimes this attracts you to like a darker side of things. Good thing is you never have any self-pity. You do tend to repress your feelings, though. Repress feelings in general, especially remorse. You tend to tune things out. You tend to withdraw. but you have a lot of promise. Okay, so you'll go. I always love this combination, or a combination like this, when it's, you know, an earth sign with a water, because it's really great in terms of, so I'm a big business person, and to me IQ is important, but so is EQ. So yeah, I'm all psyched about that. Alrighty, so let's see what you have for 2020. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Capricorn Sun, Pisces moons for the year 2020? What do you see? What do they need to know to help them reach their higher ground, become closer to the universe for their greater good? Any messages you have that can help them in the year 2020 would be greatly appreciated, and we thank you. Capricorn Sun, Pisces moons, what do you see? What do they need to know? Okay, what do you see for January, February, March for Capricorn Sun, Pisces moons? We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. That's so weird because, who had that? Darn, who had that? It was number, you guys are 67. Hold on, let me see my cheat sheet here. In that same exact position, just if it resonates for you guys. Libra Cancers had that. Okay, just so you know. Three of Swords is in reverse in the position of April, May, June. Also keep in mind, if you need an answer to a question, ask me on Instant Go. I'm also on Facebook and Insta. Please like, share, subscribe, and or donate. I have a donation link below. Of course, if this resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email. My email is below. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. So 9 of Pentacles in the upright for July, August, September. And then Ace of Pentacles for October, November, December. Ew, we don't like that. Okay, so beginning of the year, you're deciding you're going to not take on responsibilities, not take on obligations that are yours. Okay, I feel like maybe in 2019, towards the end of the year, you're realizing you're taking on people's problems, you're taking on slackers' work, you're tending to everybody's needs. And I feel like in January, February, March, you're saying no more, I'm done with it. I'm going to put this down. And not only that, I'm not going to feel guilty about it either. It's okay to say no. It's okay not to do things that are unnecessary or aren't my responsibility, and you're freeing yourself up a little bit in regards to that. I think that brings you to April, May, June here, which is, well, some of you could be receiving an apology, but I think for the most part, this is very healing for you all. I feel like you've been carrying around this really great burden, and once you kind of release it in January, February, March, here you're just kind of healing and recovering from how, like, you used to be, and you used to see how the way you used to be, and taking on things that weren't your cause really kind of limited you and held you back. So it's really a healing period for you in April, May, June. And as a result, in July, August, September, you feel this great sense of independence. I mean, the Nine of Pentacles is somebody who is independent. They're very self-sufficient. They have everything they need, and they rely entirely on themselves for it. So I feel like in the beginning of the year, you're freeing yourself from all this stuff that was kind of holding you down. And here you are realizing that, you know, all you need is you and yourself. You have everything you need. You don't need to do things for other people in order to be liked or in order to survive or get through in life or what have you. You can be prosperous just entirely by yourself. Now, I am concerned about this Ace of Pentacles in October, November, December, because I see some opportunity that you were really, really counting on not coming through for you. It might have been in regards to money. It might have been in regards to financial opportunity. It might have been you gambled and you lost, so you could have lost a significant amount of money. I see debt, money stress, somebody being reckless with money. So either that could be you or that could be someone you're subjected to. Some of you could just be spending too much money over the holidays, perhaps, and that's putting you in debt or some kind of stress in regards to that. Because here you're very wealthy, and then here I see that things sort of tank. So just be careful of that towards the end of the year. So if this resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email. Otherwise, click on the Vimeo link below. It'll take you to the bees that I'm going to be pulling, the clarifiers that'll give us more insight into this. Check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate with the link below. Otherwise, adios from Veronica Garnett. Good luck in 2020. Bye.